Hey everyone, welcome back. And in this video, I am going to show how you can create a database in MySQL application from already existing form responses that you have collected in the spreadsheet. Guys, suppose that you have created a form with the help of Google Forms application and you want to collect the responses of the form and you want it to be updated in a database that you have in MySQL application. Okay, so you have shared the form with your audience and the audience have already submitted the form and you have collected the responses in a spreadsheet. Now you want that existing responses that you have in your spreadsheet will be transferred to your database. So here let me show you how you can do this automatically. So guys, this will be the flow of the automation that we are about to set up. Here the existing form responses that you have collected from Google Forms will be transferred to MySQL application automatically. You need not to manually sort out the data from your form responses and manually add the data in MySQL. So that is going to save a lot of your time and manual efforts. And guys, to set up this automation, we are using Pabbly Connect, which is an integration and automation tool. And you can set up this automation without any coding skills or programming knowledge very easily. So now let's set up this automation together. So guys, first of all, you need to log in into your Pabbly Connect account and reach the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. And to reach here guys, you can use the link that we have pasted in the description for you, from where you can set up your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes and you will get 100 free automation tasks for every new month. So sign up right now and log in to reach here. And guys, here you need to create a workflow to set up this automation. So just click on this create workflow button and here you can give any suitable name to your workflow. So I'm giving the name here as Google Forms to MySQL automation. Okay, so you can give any name according to you. Now you can click on this create button and you can see your workflow is getting ready here. And on this page guys, you will see these two things, the trigger and the action. So this is the building blocks of our automation. Here the trigger is the happening of that event which is going to trigger or start this workflow, and the action would be the response towards the trigger. As in our use case, the trigger would be already existing form responses that you have in your spreadsheet, and the action would be to send those responses into MySQL. Okay, so let me show you the spreadsheet that I have created. So guys, this is a form I have created named as customer form, and we have these three fields here: name, email and mobile number. Okay, and I have collected the responses out of this form here in this spreadsheet. Okay, you can see these are the responses I have already collected. Now guys, I want to send all these responses at once in my MySQL application and add these responses in a table or in a database. Okay, for that to happen, first we have to set up the automation. You have to set up the trigger and actions. Okay, so for that, go back to your workflow. And here guys, first of all, we need to set up the trigger and select Google Forms application in the trigger. Okay, and in the trigger event, select new response received option, and it will give you this URL. This is called as a webhook URL guys, and it is used to fetch the data out from any external application and bring it here in Pabbly Connect. So with the help of this, we are going to make the connection with our Google form. By following these instructions, you can make this connection. After that, we are going to capture the data. Okay, so first of all, just copy this URL from here, and after that you have to reach your spreadsheet or your Google Forms again. So this is the form and this is the spreadsheet I have connected with it to capture the responses. And in this spreadsheet guys, you have to click on this extensions, and from this add-ons option, click on get add-ons. And under this Google Workspace Marketplace, you need to search for an add-on which is called as Pabbly Connect Webhooks. Okay, this one. So guys, you have to install this Pabbly Connect Webhooks add-on here in your spreadsheet. So it will just take 2 minutes to install it. As you can see, I have already installed it, so I do not need to do it again. After installing it, guys, you need to refresh your spreadsheet. This is an important step. After installing the Pabbly Connect webhooks add-on, refresh your spreadsheet. Okay. So after refreshing the sheet, when you click on extensions again, you will find this Pabbly Connect webhooks option available here in the drop down. And from here, you have to click on initial setup. Okay, and under the initial setup, you will find these two fields, the webhook URL field and the trigger column. So in the webhook URL field, you have to paste the webhook URL that you have copied from your workflow. And in the trigger column, guys, you have to put the value of the final data entry column that you have in the spreadsheet. So let me show you what is the final data entry column. So D column is our final data entry column. This means as and when you enter any data here, first of all, you need to enter the data starting from column A, and as you fill the data in the D column, this will trigger the workflow and the data will be transferred to Pabbly Connect. Okay, so D column is our trigger column. So click on extensions, go to Pabbly Connect webhooks initial setup. Here, just paste the webhook URL that you have copied, put the trigger column as D, and here you can see in your workflow, as you have copied this webhook URL, it started showing waiting for the webhooks response. So this means, guys, now you have to do a test submission. So to do a test submission, what would be the test submission? Test submission would be capturing of a new response from a spreadsheet or a existing response. Okay, so to do that, we have this button here in this initial setup called as send test. So when you click on send test, the data of the first row that we have in our spreadsheet will be sent to our workflow as the test data. Okay, so click on send test and you can see it has written test data sent successfully. This means we got the data. Let's check in our workflow. So guys, here you can see in the response section we got the data as this. It is showing the name, the timestamp, the email, the mobile number, and the spreadsheet name, and all the things related to the spreadsheet is captured here like this. Okay, so we are going to use this data only, this test data only, to set up this automation further. Okay, so first of all, go back to your spreadsheet and click on submit. In this initial setup, click on submit. Okay, so we are done here. After that, come back to your workflow, and what we want now, we want to add this data into MySQL's database. Okay, for that to happen, you have to connect MySQL application in the section step. So search for MySQL here. This is it. Select it, and the action event, select this insert row option. So it will insert a row in your connected MySQL database. Okay, then click on connect, and from here select add new connection, and it will ask for the database username, the database password, the host address, the database's name again, and the port's name. So guys, you will have these things when you set up your account in MySQL. You will have a username, you will have the database's password, the database's name. So let me show you. My database's name is this, D Builder. Okay, this is my database. Let me fill it here. D Builder. Okay, and the host address, you will find the host address like this. This is the host address. You can copy it and paste it here, and you will get the port number also. So my port number is 3306. Okay, so you can enter your port number, and let me fill all these details. So guys, I have filled all these things, the username, the password, the host address, and the database's name and the port name. Now you have to click on save, and you will be connected with MySQL like this. Okay, so here it is asking the name of the table in which you want to add the data in a database. So in my database, I have this table known as customer data. Okay, this is the customer data table. Let me erase this table. Let me remove this data to show you how the automation is going to work. So we have removed all the data. So guys, from here now we are going to select the table's name that we have in MySQL, and my table's name is customer underscore data. Okay, And here you can see it is asking for this ID, name, email, and the mobile number. So these are the things we need to enter to add the details in MySQL. So guys, we are going to use the data that we have received here in the first step, this test data, and we are going to map these labels here to set up this automation. Okay, so here in the ID label, so to map the data, you just have to click here on this field, and you can see we have this Google Forms responses in the drop down. So from here only you can see the data that you have received in the first step. And guys, from here I am going to use this sheet ID to map here. And for the name, use the same process and map the name from the Google Forms step like this. For the email, use the same process and map the email. And for the mobile number, use the same process. Okay, so we are done mapping the labels and the data. So this is the test data that we have mapped. Now you can check your connection also with MySQL application by clicking on save and send test request. And this data that we have mapped here, according to the data, we'll see a new row added here in this customer data table. Okay, let us check. I'm clicking on save and send test request here, and this is the response we have received. Let's check in MySQL if we got the data. So I'm refreshing this page here, and you can see we got the data here like this. This is the ID, this is the name, the email, and the phone number. And this is the same data that we have mapped here. You can see Raj Malhotra, and here we have the data as Raj Malhotra only. Okay, so we are done setting up this automation now. And now what we want that suppose that you have already received many form responses and collected it in your spreadsheet. And here is your spreadsheet. And guys, now you want that this data that you have received already, you want to send this whole data all together at once in your MySQL database. Okay, for that what you can do, you just have to click on extensions, and from Pabbly Connect webhooks option, you have to click on this send all data button. So when you click on send all data, the whole data that you have already in your spreadsheet will be sent to your database automatically. Let me show you. I'm just clicking on send all data, and you can see started working. Let's check. Okay, you can see guys, we didn't receive the data yet, and the reason is because we have duplicate data already present here. So when we set up this automation, we used save and send test request key here to check our connection. Okay, and we have already sent the data of our first row of spreadsheet here in this table. So when you click on send all data, it will send all the data starting from the first row. But if you have already data present here which duplicates with your already existing data in your spreadsheet, it won't add the data. So after setting up the automation and checking the connection, please ensure to delete this data that you have added as the test data. Here you can see guys, when I have mapped the data, I have mapped this sheet ID in the ID field. But guys, sheet ID is the same for every row. Okay, so you have to map unique details here, otherwise it will show you the duplication error and you will not receive the data. So along with the sheet ID, from the Google Form responses step, let me map the row index also, which is a unique thing. Okay, because every row has a different index. So now we have these two things mapped. Okay, now click on save here. Okay, now go back to the spreadsheet and let's check it again. I'm clicking on extension, and from Pabbly Connect webhooks, I'm going to click on send all data. Okay, send all data. Okay, so it started working. Now let's check in our MySQL database if we got the data. And here you can see we got all the data from our spreadsheet at once here in our MySQL application. Okay, so this is how it is going to work. This is how you can fetch existing data from the spreadsheet to here in your MySQL database by using send all data button from Pabbly Connect webhooks add-on. And guys, one thing more, this is for the existing data, but if you are still receiving form responses and you want that whenever you receive the response, the data should be added into a MySQL application. For that, what you can do, click on extension, and from Pabbly Connect webhooks add-on, click on send on event button also. Just check this send on event button, and whenever you receive the data here, the data will be transferred to your MySQL application. And guys, you can use this same workflow that I have created, because I'm going to paste the link of this same workflow in the description so that you can clone it in your own free Pabbly Connect account and start using this automation instantly.
Guys, thank you so much for watching our video, and please let us know how our automation ideas are helping you in the comment section. And if you have any queries related to this application, please ask your queries from this forum link, and do check the pricing of this application from this link. And guys, we are open to ideas. If you want us that we should make videos on other aspects of your business, please do let us know in the comment section. And if you like our work, please subscribe to our channel.